We're back in the shop, and as you can see, we've got some snowblowers that you're looking at. Now, one of them is mine, the Honda there is mine. That's gonna need some maintenance, and we'll do that a little later. This guy was given to me. It doesn't work. The guy doesn't know what's wrong with it, got frustrated with it, and basically put it at the curb and try to get rid of it. So I said, okay, I said, if you don't want it, I'll take it. He says, absolutely. He goes, it's yours, grab it, take it. So I did. Don't know what's wrong with it. I did pull on the full start, and it sounds like it's got some compression, which is good. I am noticing I've got some kind of a leak. I think it's a fuel leak, so there's something going on with the carb. You guys know I work on small engines also, and have fun doing that. So I'm going to take this thing apart. And I've never worked on one before, so I'm really not sure what to expect, but let's take off the cowl here. Now, from this cowl portion, I'm pretty sure there's a belt of some sort behind that. So let's take that apart. Belt's good. Belt's in good shape, in good form. Good tension. Yeah, it's in good shape. Okay, let's put this out of the side. So if I'm not mistaken, I think you have to get rid of this first to be able to remove it. There's a couple of stars, so let's try to get rid of that first. Okay, we're going to need a wrench for the inside of that. What are we at? I don't even know. Testing 12 mil. Could be wrong. Yeah, it's going to be 13 mil. That was 12. Where's my 13? 3/8. 13 mils right here. The machine doesn't look in rough shape. And the washer there. Doesn't look in rough shape at all, actually, to be honest with you. One thing that's a little concerning is these things are pretty loose. So that means this thing's been dismantled already once. I think, anyway. Could be wrong. But I'm gonna find out. Metal chute, not bad. Doesn't look like it's got a lot of wear and tear on it. Nice. All right, let's move this out of the way. There we go. Now, question is, do these have working. See if I get this guy in there. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So what I've noticed with this thing is it actually was leaking oil or gas, so I'm not quite sure. Well, the gas tank's empty. Tank looks pretty good. Gas line looks pretty good. So I guess what we're going to have to do is take the cowl off. I'm going to see. Looks like someone tried to play with the starter on this thing. Looks good. Huh, interesting. So it all looks pretty good. So by the looks of it, the carb is leaking fuel. So let's see if we can somehow remove this guy out of the way for a minute. Now a screwdriver. So this unit's about $1,200. This is a 4-stroke, not a 2-stroke. Okay, so the gas line was removed. So you can tell like the gas line was removed on this, guys. Which is interesting. Leaking fuel. Good. Okay. I grab a towel. What could be wrong with this thing? Let's take this guy. This is really loose too. Carb's really loose. And there's no filter. Just removing the oil. A lot of oil in there. Remove the pole. Start on this thing. We can. Trying to figure out how to get this cowl off completely. Electric starts there. And the wire is coming to the starter. I wonder if we should wire up that electric start and see if it will turn this thing. Now I pulled it and it did work. It did pull and turn over, and it sounded like it had compression. I'm just wondering if this thing just had a carb issue. I feel like it's been completely dismantled. Why would it be completely dismantled? For what reason? The belt seems to be okay. Seems to be fresh oil in it. I also feel like there might be just a tad too much oil in it. This key's bent. I'm going to go grab a cord and see if we can plug this guy in and see if it'll turn over. If it turns over, then we're good. Then what I'll do is I'll take the plug out and see if we got a spark. Now visually looking at this thing, it doesn't look like it's actually leaking oil. It was leaking fuel. So let me go get a cord. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got myself my cord. So this is an electric start by with extension cord. So plug her on in. And then there's a push button on this guy. So let's get them plugged in. Let's see what happens. That's strange. Okay. Flywheel's good. Huh. So I think this thing, only issue this thing has had, by the sounds of it, is that it was leaking fuel. So it's probably got a carb issue of some sort. Huh. There is a wire here. I'm not sure how to remove. Oh, it's a screw. Okay. So let's take that screw out. There we are. Put the screw back in here. So this just puts the unit into neutral. Yeah, This thing's leaking. Leaking fuel. Alright. So, and of course it's missing the seal for this. I'm pretty sure it's also missing the screws for it, which is really weird. Let's see if we can get this guy off. And of course everything seems to be caked on pretty good. I'm gonna put some penetrating oil on those screws, guys. They look pretty rough. I don't know if that's a 9 though. No. It's not even a 10 though. Is this a 10 mil? No, this is an 11 mil, that's why it's not working. Let's try this one. There we go. So let's put a little bit of penetrating oil on that. Let it sit for a minute. I have a funny feeling it's going to be a little bit of an issue getting that up. But we'll let that sit for a minute. Let's get the, while that's sitting, let's get the plug out and see where we're at with the plug. Oh my gosh. So used to working on Hondas. Everything seems to be slightly different on this guy. There we go. Crack that out and see what's cooking there. No, it should be okay. We'll leave this plug here for later, and we'll see. Full oil. Definitely running right. Okay, let's see if that carb will come up. get that out. Why would we have that on there? Not necessary. Anyway. Let's see all that. Okay, let's take this bottom out. Strip and fuel a bit. Okay, so it is dirty. Full of dirt, guys. Full of grud. And that's probably why this thing was sitting. So I'm pretty sure that I got the culprit and what's going on with this thing. What I don't get is why they would get rid of a machine for just that. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can buy a carb from Amazon for like 20 bucks, 25 bucks max. It's still worth the money. So I'm a little curious on why. Maybe he just didn't want it anymore. I don't know. Or got fed up with it. So we're going to clean up this carb. So the intake here seems to be okay. Usually you can tell if someone's working on a small engine that's using these clamps on just an air valve. You kind of get it. I mean, you're not going to get a leak coming out of that valve. So I don't understand why they would do that. But hey, it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down the ultrasonic cleaner. We're going to take this carb apart and we're going to throw it in there and clean it up. Now I am going to take a look at everything else, but I really can't see any other serious issues with it. Now the starter does sound a little rough. It's going to need a filter, and I might have one that'll fit. If not, I will order a filter for it. If the carb doesn't work, then I will order a carb for it if I can't get it to work. But I'm pretty sure it's just a dirty carb. So guys, I brought you in a little closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this carb apart and we're going to get it into the ultrasonic cleaner and we're going to try to save it. It's pretty gunked up. There's lots of crap on it. A lot of dirt on the inside of this. Oh, I don't even think the pin's gonna come out. No. Wow. Okay. That's not good. Let's see if we can get a plier and take that pin out. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge by the looks of it. Trying to spin it. A little bit of anti-seize. I keep smacking my head. Try to spin it. I wonder if I lightly tap it. Yep, I was able to get it out. Huh. Wow, that's definitely. Punch. Let's see if we can push that through without ruining it. I had one here. Did I not? I did. Plier and see if I can just pull this thing out. Well, it's pretty caked in there, guys, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this curb. Maybe. Might be a possibility. I'm gonna try, but before I start throwing money at this thing. Take this guy out. It's halfway through. And we'll pop this guy out. And that is definitely plugged. Okay. That's all we need to take apart. And we'll try to clean her up. Float looks good. This is a jet, and it's plugged. So that's definitely not going to work. Okay, so maybe it was just a curb, guys, by the looks of it. Okay, so let's set up this ultrasonic cleaner. And we'll get everything thrown in there and cleaned up, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so I got her down. reset it up. Plugs on the back of this guy. So when I store my ultrasonic cleaner, I always put everything inside the basket, of course, and then I always throw some paper towel just to make sure we get all the moisture and keep all the moisture out of it. Do you have to do that? No, not really. I like to. Keep things clean and organized somewhat. Got a little bit of corrosion in there. It's more dirt than it is corrosion. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, so gotta make sure our valve is off. Put this guy on. We'll just clean them over the tires. And we need to fill her up with some water to start. And I need a container to fill it up with water. So maybe what I'll do is I'll bring it on over to the sink and add some water to it. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so got some water in there. Our cleaning process with it today is I'm going to throw a little bit of dish soap in there, a little bit of vinegar, and that's it. Nothing else. There's 2 pins. And this guy, will it come out? We will put inside that little basket that I have right here. So we don't lose them. There we go. So let me go grab a little bit of dish soap, guys. And we're going to need some more water. All right, so let me go grab some of that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're going to add just a little bit of dish soap. This is, I guess, Costco's equivalent to Dawn. And then a little bit of vinegar. Not too much. There we go. We don't need a lot. And then we'll put the lid on this thing. Now, it's going to make a funny noise, so you're going to hear it buzzing. But what we're going to do is turn it on. Actually, I'm going to plug it in first before I do anything. And will it reach? Of course not. Move it over just a tad. I should be able to get it plugged in now. All right. tire there. Okay, so we'll turn this guy on, we'll let it run. So we're gonna get the heat up. So let's get the temp up. The highest temp is 80. Time 30. On and on. All right, so it makes a funny noise. I know the camera's going to pick up on that. So we'll let it run. Once it's clean, I'll take it out and I'll show you guys. Okay guys, so we've got that almost finished. I'm going to shut her off. Looks pretty good. Nice and hot. Just let her sit in there for a few more minutes. Just with the heat on. So what I ended up doing, guys, is I ended up going to a buddy of mine's place that owns a small engine shop, and went to go see if I could get a new plug for it, and if I could get an air filter. And I learned something new. These don't actually take an air filter. Even though it has a casement for it, it doesn't take an air filter. It doesn't come with one. And it shouldn't for the winter time. Now, that's, like I said, I've never worked on one of these things before, so I wasn't sure. So anyway, it is actually a Toro motor. It's not a Bridge & Stratton. So we figured that out. And put the old plug in. I'm going to plug in the starter. I got the ignition plugged in. We just want to see if I'm actually going to get a spark out of that old plug before I put a new one in. Now, also this thing's full of oil, so we'll drain the oil. I have a very suspicious feeling that oil is full of fuel. Let's see if we get a spark. Lots of spark. Beautiful. Okay, got lots of spark, we're good there. I'm happy with that. So we're going to turn that heater off on that ultrasonic cleaner. Unplug this. Then we're going to make sure that everything else is where it should be. That off. Turn that off. Nice. Let's get a clean towel. And we'll blow this out. Still a little dirty in there, right around the ring. I'm going to make sure that's sealed properly. Let me grab some brake clean. Just trying to clean up where the ring goes into. That's better. It's probably why it was leaking too. So what I did when I went to the shop is I bought some new fuel line and a new spark plug. Even though that old one's sparking pretty good. me just hit that one more time. Okay, I'm going to turn the compressor on and we're going to bowl this guy out. She's pretty good. It looks pretty good. The ring looks still pretty good. That's good. There's the float. And the lever. Yeah, let me hook up that compressor. And then we got all our small parts inside this little basket. And we'll clean those off in a second. But let me put that compressor on. Sorry guys, it's gonna get loud again. Okay guys, so we got her put back together. She looks pretty good. I was able to save everything. Let me put this O-ring back in. Nice, there we go. And I'm gonna put her nice. Just pop that, if I can get it in there. Maybe not. Pin back in. There we go. Let's get the float on top. And that's going to be a slight challenge. Hold on. We're gonna. There we go. Slightly tedious. Second. seems to be sitting pretty good. That O-ring still looks pretty caked up. Now, I thought I had an extra O-ring, but I don't. Let's put that in. Should be okay. Doesn't feel right though. Take that out again. I feel like the spring is not set right. Stretch this out just a bit. See if that makes it slightly better. Should pop back up and down pretty quickly. Ah, that's better. Nice and clean at least. And that pin comes out nice and easy now. Okay, so I have a product that I can use on this O-ring. It's like an oil. I'm hoping that I can revitalize it a little bit. Put that O-ring back in. Pin's good. Now this guy, go. We'll just tighten this guy up. There it is. Okay. I'm happy about the spark. Now we got to get this guy back into play. Oh, we have to put that's on the outside. Goes there, and then this guy, if I'm not mistaken, it's here. There we go. And then I'll hook up back to that, or back to that. So I think we're good. Okay guys, so this wire is broken. So I'm gonna an O-ring, we're gonna put it on there, we'll crimp it. And this has got heat shrink built into it. And we'll re-put that onto that motor, that's for the starter. That also could have been an issue with it, that it wasn't getting any power. There we go. Torch. There we go. My heat shrunk up nicely. Let it cool off for a second so I don't burn my hands. And we'll get it mounted in behind that bolt, and we'll put that bolt back in. And I think we're going to be ready to give this thing a go. What I've done is I drained the gas tank, so try to get it get rid of excess fuel that was in that tank. So the problem I'm gonna have is that that gas tank mounts to here, so we're gonna have to leave it freehand for now and see if we get this thing to start. I don't want to put it all together and it doesn't start. Go. We'll tighten that back up. is it? No. It is not. Where did I put it? It's right there. And then we need one more clamp on this side. Okay, that's going to be there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this thing goes like this, right here. So we should be good. Okay, now we need one more that goes to the primer, which is right here. Now the primer line I had was thinner, and that's this one. And if I'm not mistaken, that goes up like that. All right. Now, do I make a makeshift tank for now to hold it? Or do I throw some fuel in it and just see if she sparks off? Maybe I'm gonna do that. Way too much, but let's try it. Plug. there be light. We got it to fire off. Okay. I'm happy with that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna touch up this with some paint here first, and then we will put this thing back together. There she is, looking pretty rough. Let me tighten up these nuts here. Okay guys, so I had given this stuff a coat of paint, including the nuts and bolts, just to, freshen it up a little. Looks better. Kick plate looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect, but not bad. So let's move you back over this way. It's these guys. Actually, before I do that, I want to add, I got a little bit of, dropping everything. Just a little bit of lube on that spring. Which one is it now? I keep smacking my head. There we go. Much better, guys. Much better. Okay, so let's get the cowl on. Then I'll clean this up, wipe it up. That works good. Good enough. And we should be able to get this out of here. So what'll end up happening, guys, is I will list it for sale, and someone will get a good deal on a snowblower. And it'll help fund another project for me. There we go. Let's grab her and put her down. Very nice. She looks clean. So guys, I got her all put back together. Let's spark her up and see how she goes. I've got the electric start turned on. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to put the choke on. We'll give it one shot of prime and we'll hit the button. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this short segment. It was a good fix. A little bit of cleaning, a little bit of patience, and we got her running. Now we'll find her a new home. So guys, appreciate you watching. Consider subscribing, it truly will help me out. And if you like, throw me a thumbs up. Thanks guys. See you on the next one.